Alright guys, I've just come back from a night out in town. Go to a little place called Camel Club. If you're from Huddersfield, you'll know where I mean. It's a pretty good place to go. The booze is quite cheap, and I think that's why most people go, and that's kind of why I'm doing this video. I've just come back pretty disappointed because, well, although it's been good at times throughout the night, a lot of my mates kind of left for my liking a bit too early. It's like you come out to Camel, it's like, yeah, oh, it's going to be a wicked night, it's going to be a wicked night, and then they leave like quite early, some of which had valid reasons, some of which were knackered from work and stuff. Totally fucking, understand that. But yeah, it was like I come out to see people who I don't really see a lot of the time. It's nice to see these people, and I think, to be fair, a lot of them probably don't really give a shit and just come out and fucking get wrecked and then go. But my point is, all the people that go to Camel on a Friday night are out there for the music, yeah, which means that they come out just to get pissed. Which means that the music they request is often fucking shite, and a lot of the tunes that we played tonight I did like. It was quite good in comparison to some nights that I've been to, but I'm persistently hearing the same tunes over and over and over. It's like the DJ has got this wealth of fucking metal in front of him, or what is meant to be metal, which often isn't. It's all there. He could pick any tune, he could play loads of tunes and people would be happy, but no, he persistently plays the same tunes. He plays fucking Skrillex, the remix they've done with Korn. I'm a big fan of Korn, but that tune, I do not for the life of me understand why they decided to do that remix. Oh wait, I do. Money. It's all about fucking money. Music should be about music. I'm not fucking being funny. I don't want fucking shitty fucking remixes made by a fucking producer who basically used to be in a band and probably had a little bit of integrity. Yeah, he was in an emo screamo band, not my thing, but at least he was in a band, he was a musician and he was doing something good. Yeah, now, I'm an electronic music producer. I'm not someone who's learnt an instrument. I've dabbled in guitar and didn't do very well, and I've started to learn violin, but Skrillex has said what he makes is electronic music. Everybody categorises it dubstep, but it's not. It's electronic music. You can't deny some of his beats are pretty banging, but they're not that complex. A lot of people make the same shit. He's just jumped on a bandwagon. He's not really, from what I can tell, he's doing it for the money, not the music. When he was in the band, I'm guessing he was doing it for the music, the love of the music. He probably just, his music taste changed and he's dabbling in this electronic / dubstep shit. Now, we're at a metal night here, and the DJ cannot stop playing Skrillex remixes or even just Skrillex tunes, and says he's playing to the crowd, he's playing what people want to hear, right? Which brings me back to my first point. The crowd that goes to a metal night is predominantly trendies who don't care about the music, they're just there to get pissed because the drinks are cheap. The metalheads have moved on, they've got older, they've got lives to get on with, and probably that's why they're not there. But my point is, why the fuck are people requesting dubstep at a metal night? It wouldn't even enter my mind to request that sort of song. Oh, I bet if I went up there and requested some Bob Marley, he wouldn't play it because it's not the sort of music that people want to hear at a metal night. Well, I don't want to hear fucking dubstep, but somebody comes up and requests that and you fucking play it, right? Ska was another part of this night. Metal, punk and ska. Now, I'm a big fan of metal. Yeah, not all of it. The emo screamo I can leave, to be honest. but you know, I'll accept that a lot of people will like it and they can listen to it for all I care. I'll just go outside and have a bit of a chat with some randomers if it comes on. But you know, you hear a very little punk, and what punk you do hear, I'm not sure whether I know it. Maybe it's because I'm out of touch, being more of a raver these days. But you know, ska very rarely gets played, and when it does, it's usually either at the beginning of the night or like right at the end of the night when everybody's like being told to fuck off. So what's the point? I mean, there are some ska tracks which are pretty big and popular and they should be played in the middle of the night. Very rarely I hear them. I've been going for a long time, but as I say, I'm more of a raver, so these last couple of weeks I've been going to Camel and I've been thinking, the guy's playing the same fucking set every week. A few minor tweaks, like a few different tunes, but the same fucking set. He's got like sections that guaranteed to hear the same tracks. The Skrillex, then maybe a Prodigy track. Tonight it was a Prodigy track that was dubstep remix. Really not my thing. I was like bopping along to the Prodigy bit and then it went dubsteppy and I'm like, I like dubstep and I like the remix when I'm at home maybe, but when I'm out at a metal night I don't really want to be hearing a Prodigy tune. But if I have to, I want to hear a Prodigy tune, not a Prodigy tune remixed into dubstep, neither of which are part of the night. Bring me on to another tune that I know gets played pretty much every time you go to Camel. Eminem. Not got a problem with listening to Eminem, not a big fan myself, but I kinda know he gets the crowd really pumped and you know, I can understand why he plays it. But it's not, again, it's not metal, punk, ska or what the fuck. Yeah, Bedlam, the title leads me to believe that they've just thrown away the fucking metal, punk, ska attitude of the night and just gone, we'll play whatever you want. But when I make a request, that rule doesn't apply. If I ask for some ska, yeah, I do. So basically, the DJ is either two-faced and playing what he wants to play, or I have to request a tune that not only I like, but also that he likes. Now, I'm not being funny, but a request is a tune that you like that you want the DJ to play, not a tune that the DJ wants to play that you might like as well. So, sorry, let's get back to requests. If I request a tune and it falls under metal, punk or ska, it gets played. If you don't have it, you can tell me that you don't have it and I will accept that, and that's fine. And I will say, well, is there any chance you could get hold of it for another time that I'm here? Because that would be really appreciated. You know, I'm paying money to come into this night. Yeah, it's a cheap night. It's pound in before 12 and we always come in before 12 just to make it cheaper and, you know, get us money's worth. And on top of that, like, you're paying for your drinks. The night, if you take requests, you should take requests. There's no grey area where you can decide whether you want to take certain requests. You know, people are paying money to get in. If it was a free night and yada yada, you just don't take requests, and then people can't fucking grumble at the music you play. But I feel like people have a right if they request a tune to get it heard. Incidentally, last week I had a tune requested and it got played, but I will warn, it was Rob Zombie. It was Super Beast, and well, let's face it, it's a popular track. A lot of people like it and I can understand why he played it. But if I requested, say, I even sometimes request just a Sublime track and I never hear it. It's like, Sublime was always played at Camel. Why all of a sudden now is Skrillex more important to the night than Sublime? Yeah, Sublime fits in perfectly with the crowd that you would expect to go to that night. Metal, punk, ska. Yeah, it's always been metal, punk, ska. Recently it's been metal, maybe a little bit punk if you're lucky, maybe a little bit ska if you're lucky, definitely some dubstep, definitely some Prodigy or Pendulum. Again, if I'm at a night where I expect that sort of thing, I would quite happily bop along to Pendulum or Prodigy, and I probably do on occasion at Camel, just purely because it's a waste of time for me to try and fucking change it. I'm just here having a nice little rant because I've got back, and I haven't done a video for a while. But yeah, my point is, if you're in Huddersfield and you go to Camel, if you go for the music, let's make it happen. Let's make some decent music. Hit that fucking night. Let's get rid of the dubstep. If you go there because you want to get pissed, then go there because you want to get pissed. But don't fucking make other people who go there because they love the music listen to shitty fucking Skrillex. Look, I might be a bit of a hater on Skrillex. I don't rate the guy at all. I like dubstep, but it has to be deep, atmospheric, and dubstep. You know, dubstep more on the lines of dub than dubstep on the lines of electronica. Yeah, there's two different types of dubstep for me. There's the wobbly dubstep and there's the deep atmospheric stuff. The deep atmospheric stuff I'll listen to all the time. It is awesome. Artists including like Fella, Synchro. Yeah, some of their stuff does have wobble, but quite often they don't go to the extremes that Skrillex does. Skrillex, fucking, just why? Jump on the bandwagon if you must, but at least the guy had the self-decency and respect to the fucking genre to say this is not dubstep, it is electronica, because a lot of the time electro and dubstep do cross over, and people don't realise this. People just go out and listen to it and like, I want wobbly shit, and that's fine, but Camel Club on a Friday night is not the place for wobbly shit. I would much rather hear classic fucking rock brought back to Camel. They played a Woman tonight. Excellent choice. Big ups to the DJ for dropping that tune. Played Sweet Home Alabama, another good one. You know, there was a section where System, Disturbed, lots of decent bands played. That's the sort of stuff you want to be hearing. You know, even Blink, you know, at least it's better than Skrillex, Prodigy and Pendulum, yeah, but I can deal with Prodigy and Pendulum because they've been there a long time. I think I just struggle dealing with having Skrillex at a night that has no fucking link. Skrillex, there's no reason for it to be played other than the fact that some pisshead who literally goes there because it's cheap, goes, you know what, I'm fed up of all this metal that I knew was going to happen in this night. I now want fucking Skrillex. Maybe it's just the DJ, maybe the DJ is throwing his own tunes on here and he likes Skrillex. You have a home, listen to it at home. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on too long. I had a pretty good night, but slightly disappointing. So yeah, just wanted to have a bit of a rant about that. If you fancy, like and subscribe. I am in the process of sorting out a Let's Play for Sims 3, but it seems to be Windows 8 will not allow me to download some software and install it because Windows 8 is not recognising the publisher or whatever. It's just been an absolute pain in the ass. So again, if anybody has any comments on getting hold of getting software to work in Windows 8, the Windows 8 seems to have a problem with video editing software that I might be able to get for free, just basically so that I can put a title section with an intro, bit of intro music. I just need to be able to put a sound layer, like a sound channel, audio channel, and a title section of like, what, 30 seconds or something at the beginning of my videos. I just want to make it look a little bit better than, boof, here's some Let's Play, and me rambling on in the background. I'd rather have like a little bit of an intro, you know, try to create sort of like a brand. But yeah, like and subscribe if you want, and if anybody's got any comments, feel free. I can deal with the hate if you don't like it, you know. feel free to bit of banter, talk to me. It'd be nice. Right. See you later.